In a quiet town on the outskirts of Nakuru, a grand wedding unfolded. The bride, Faith, was radiant in her gown, a vision of beauty and grace. Her groom, Paul, was the picture of a happy man, grinning from ear to ear as they exchanged vows in front of friends and family. It was a love story that seemed perfect, but beneath the surface lay a dark secret, a plan meticulously crafted by Faith for years. Faith wasn't marrying Paul out of love. She was marrying him for revenge. 8 years earlier, Faith's life had been shattered. Her family had owned a small but thriving farm in the fertile lands of Naivasha. They were hard-working people, content with their modest life. However, a dispute over land ownership had brought trouble to their doorstep. Paul's family, known for their wealth and influence, had claimed ownership of the land. Despite the lack of evidence, their power tipped the scales in their favor. When Faith's father resisted, he was found dead under suspicious circumstances. The incident was ruled an accident, but Faith's family knew better. Her mother fell into despair, her health deteriorating rapidly. Within a year, Faith had lost both parents. She was left to care for her younger siblings, who were forced to drop out of school as the family struggled to survive. The injustice burned within Faith, and she swore to one day make Paul's family pay. She decided to befriend Paul so that he would marry her and, in turn, get what she really wanted: revenge. For years, Faith worked tirelessly to rebuild her life. She put her siblings through school, took night classes, and got a job at a high-end boutique in Nairobi. It was there that she encountered Paul again. He didn't recognize her, but she knew him instantly. Paul, now a successful businessman, was as charming as ever. He frequented the boutique, buying expensive suits and showering Faith with compliments. She played her part well, demure, kind, and unsuspecting. It didn't take long for Paul to fall for her. When he proposed a year later, Faith accepted with a smile, knowing her moment of revenge was within reach. Their wedding was the talk of the town. Faith's grace and Paul's charm made them the perfect couple. As they danced the night away, Paul had no idea that his new bride harbored a chilling secret. In the months that followed, Faith played the role of the perfect wife. She supported Paul's business, hosted elegant dinners, and charmed his family and friends. But behind the scenes, she was gathering information: bank records, business dealings, and, most importantly, the names of the men Paul had hired to deal with her father years ago. One evening, Faith invited Paul to a romantic dinner at their home. She had cooked his favorite meal, and they laughed and reminisced about their wedding day. But as Paul took a sip of his wine, he noticed a strange taste. "What's in this?" he asked, his voice slurring. Faith smiled coldly. "Relax. It's just something to help you sleep. We need to talk, Paul." Paul's vision blurred as he struggled to stand. "What are you doing, Faith?" "I'm finishing what you started," she said, her voice calm. "Do you remember Naivasha, the land dispute? My father?" Paul's face turned pale as realization dawned. You're his daughter?" "Yes, and for years I've dreamed of this moment," she said, her tone steady. "You took everything from me, Paul. My family, our land, our livelihood. Now it's your turn." Faith didn't kill Paul. That wasn't her plan. Instead, she exposed him. She leaked evidence of his corrupt dealings to the press, ruining his reputation. She handed over documents to the authorities, implicating him in numerous illegal activities, including the murder of her father. By the time Paul woke up, groggy and confused, his world had crumbled. Police stormed their home, arresting him for his crimes. Faith watched from the shadows as the man who had once wielded so much power was led away in handcuffs. With Paul behind bars, Faith returned to Naivasha, where she bought back her family's land. She rebuilt the farm, planting crops and restoring the home that had been taken from her. Though the pain of her loss would never fully fade, Faith found solace in knowing she had avenged her family. She had taken back what was rightfully theirs and ensured that Paul would never hurt anyone again. Her story became a whispered legend in the town, a tale of justice, resilience, and the lengths one woman would go to for the people she loved. If this story captivated you, be sure to subscribe to Tales by Reddy for more thrilling stories such as this. Share your views in the comments below. See you in the next one.